Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to look at how to separate Terraform configuration files to optimize your infrastructure deployment using Terraform. Over here, we have a new directory. Let me open my new terminal. Okay, this is my bash terminal. Okay, before we even go to the terminal, if you look at the code above here, it's the exact same code from the last video that we looked at, where we printed and output the public IP address of the EC2 instance. Because we are trying to separate the Terraform file configuration files, we will add more files to this directory and then move some of these resources in there. Some variables like the AMI, we can move the value into a different file and reference it in here. Okay, something like key name, we can do same, right? Region. Now the reason why that is important is because we don't want a situation where you're working in a team and every time you need to make a change to a Terraform code, you come in here and there's millions of or thousands of lines of code in here and you have to effect change in there. That's very inefficient, okay, and can be very tedious. So it's better when it's separated into different files, so that if you want to make a small change, all you need to do is go to that specific file, do that slight change there, save it, and then you do your change to your Terraform resource. All right, so first thing, what I'm gonna do is let's edit this Terraform resource a little bit. Okay, now remember I gave the instance this name, okay, but in the tags I specified another name. So instead of name, I'll give you something else. Let's say environment, and let's call the environment where we are creating our Terraform resource, let's say the dev environment. Now with that out of the way, I'm gonna create a new file and I'll call this variables.tf. That's a new file. Okay, that's where I'm gonna put all the variables that we are specifying inside the main.tf. We're gonna specify that in here. I'll create another one. This one will be for the output. Anything that we need to output, we specify it inside output.tf. Okay, and then we have a provider. You can also separate that. So another file that I'll call provider.tf or providers.tf. Good. Now you can add more files, but for now let's keep it like it is now. Inside of provider, remember in the main.tf, look at how our code looks like. We have provider and it's AWS, and the region is US East 1. Okay, so to do that, I'm gonna move this code, or cut it and paste it inside the provider file like this, save it. Okay, that's for the provider. Instead of specifying region equals US East 1, what I'm gonna do instead is, so I would not clean that for now, so I will write region equals var dot region. Okay, now this is gonna replace this line of code. Okay, now we already know our region is US East 1. Okay, so all I need to do is to go to the variables file and specify a variable in there as region US East 1. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this, and in variables.tf I'll define lowercase letters, define a variable, and that variable, remember in provider we called it region, capital region. So in variable.tf, I'll create a region variable. Okay, open a new set of parentheses, and our default region is US East 1. Okay, so when I go back to the provider.tf, I can get rid of this line, and it still means the exact same thing we had at the beginning. Okay, so if the provider reads var.region, it tells it to go to the variable directory, which is where this var comes from. Now when it gets in here, look for region. So variable region, so it automatically reads this variable as our region, US East 1. Okay, so that's for the provider or the provider. So we've taken care of that. Let's see what else we can move. We can move this AMI. Okay, so we can move this as well. So I'm gonna cut this and then replace it with var.ami. Now I need to go to variables and define a new variable. Variable, I called it capital AMI. Okay, so AMI parentheses. Okay, and so your default is gonna be AMI dot dash whatever. Okay, and that replaces the AMI that we had here at the beginning. Okay, now you can do that for almost all of the variables here. You can do that for EC2 instance type, Ubuntu key, all that. Okay, let's do the key as well. I will cut this and call it var.key, and then I'll go to the variables directory, create a new variable, and call it exact name I used there, which is key, pin a parenthesis, and then your default is gonna be the key that you used from the beginning. Okay, so that's how you create variables inside of Terraform. Okay, let's look at how to create the outputs. So in the main file we had output public IP, and then we specify the value because AWS instance dot terra ec2 dot public IP. Okay, you can literally, this looks perfect, you can literally cut this, go to output and paste it in there. Okay, so this will go to the main TF and read the resource AWS instance, the resource name terra ec2, and the resource output that you need, which is the public IP. Let's use something to represent the instance too. So let's call this var dot let's call this type, and I'll go to variable, create another variable, and I'll call it type, and the default is T2 micro, and you can go on and on and on. You can see that out of a single file we've now created 4. You can still create more. Alright, let's initialize our Terraform. Okay, so Terraform init. You see that when you initialize, you see this Terraform log file and the .terraform directory also show up there. Okay, Terraform init looks good. Since we are working in the Visual Studio Code, you see that the format already looks good. But if you like, you can still run the Terraform format command. So it's only formatted the variables file, okay, with the indentation. That's good. And then Terraform, let's validate our files. Okay, so all the changes that we made is valid. Okay, and then you can run Terraform plan. Now it's always good to run Terraform plan so you know what resource is going to be created before you actually run Terraform apply. Okay, so we are creating EC2 instance called Terra EC2 with all these resources, those ones that are true. So you can see the instance type is picked up as T2 micro. AMI is picked up as the AMI originally. Outputs is 1, which is the public IP. Okay, so now you can run, let me clear this screen. You can run Terraform apply, and this should start creating your Terraform resource. Yes to the prompt. Okay, so apply is complete, one resource created, and this is the IP address. Let's go back to the EC2 instance, refresh to see the running instances. Okay, so the tag didn't show up because we removed it. That's interesting. Apart from that, everything looks good. And so I just showed you how to separate Terraform into different files and still get the same results that we had from the previous video. Before you leave, make sure you destroy. And so you need to run Terraform destroy. Okay, so our Terraform resource has been destroyed. If you refresh here, it's gone. Alright. Thank you for joining me on this video, and please like, comment, and subscribe on this video for more, and stay tuned for the next video in this series for Terraform.